Good morning to everyone. Myself N. Kalpana. I am from Sri G.K. Jain Higher Secondary School, Royapuram. Today, for the 10th standard student, I am going to explain the topic is heredity. Heredity is nothing else. We know we are the resemblance of our father as well as the forefathers. How it should be happen? Because of the heredity. Heredity is transfer of genetic material from one generation to another generation. That means it has been carried over to all the generations. Okay. And now the important steps in the heredity is chromosomes as well as the DNA. What is meant by chromosomes? We know cell is the structural and functional unit of organism. That means each and every organs in our body, it is made up of cell. In every cell, either it should be a plant cell as well as the animal cell, the nucleus is present in the center. So at the center of the nucleus, one thread-like structure will be there. That thread-like structure will be called it as a chromosome. So it will be helpful for the carryover of genetic material. Now we have detailedly explained about the chromosomes. First one, chromosome. The term chromosome was coined by Valdier. Now we have seen the types of chromosome. How the chromosomes have been classified based on the presence of centromeres. That means where the position of the, according to the position of the centromere, the chromosomes have been classified. There have been four types. First one, telocentric. Telocentric, here the telocentric, here you see that the circle shape will be the centromere and the rod shape will be the chromosome. That means at the first step, at the first classification, the centromere is present at the end of the chromosomes. So if the centromere is present at the end of the chromosome means that type will be called it as a telocentric. And next type, acrocentric. Other than the telocentric, the other three types, the centromere is being placed in the center of the chromosomes. Second type is an acrocentric chromosome. In this acrocentric chromosome, the centromere is present in between the chromosomes. But the one thing is, the chromosomes will be having a different shape. One is a longer in shape and the other one is a longer in shape. But it should be a rod in shape only. Okay. And next one, third one is submetacentric. Again the submetacentric also, it should be in the center of the chromosome with the unequal shapes of chromosomes. And the fourth one is the metacentric chromosomes. Here also in this metacentric chromosomes, the centromere is present in between the chromosome, but in this type the chromosomes will be having a equal in the sizes.
Start.
Now we have to explain the term sex determination. So we know about the chromosome. Before that we have explained about, we know about the chromosomes and all. Okay, what are the types of chromosome? With the help of chromosome, we have to find the sex determination. We know that the chromosome will be having a 22 sets of chromosomes will be there, and 23rd will be there, and the last one will be finding the sex determination. So that means 22 sets of chromosome will be there. First one, usually female will be called it as a homogamete. What is mean by homo? Usually homo, it term included that homo means same. That means 22 plus XX. If the chromosomes having a 22 sets plus XX, third last one is XX, means it should be a homogamete. That means it should be a female. And next one, for the male, it should be called it as a heterogamete. Hetero means two different types. That means 22 plus X and another set is 22 plus Y. Okay. If you consider a child, if a foetus, that means the child. If a child will be a female gametes means, if a child will be a female means, one set of chromosome, that means 22 plus X, and from the male again 22 plus X, that means 44 plus XX. Then the child will be a female. If it is the child be a male means 22 plus XX from the female gametes and 22 plus Y from the male gametes. Then 44 plus XY. That means the child be a male gametes. So not only to carry the genetic information, the chromosomal is also be helpful for the sex determination. So under the heredity we know about the chromosome, and the next one is the DNA. The structure of DNA. Again the DNA is nothing else. It should be carry the genetic information. Okay. So now we see the detailed explanation of the structure of DNA. This is the structure of DNA. So first thing is it should be having a polynucleotide. Poly means it should be not more than 2. That means it not having single, di, tri and all. More than 4 or more than number of enormous number means it should be called it as a poly. So the DNA structure will be having a polynucleotide. And the second one is it should be anti-parallel. So it should be parallel as it should be, that is why it should be called it as a anti-parallel. Double helix means it should be the double helix. Okay, and next one, it should be contain the purine and pyrimidine. Purine means it should be having a adenosine, and so in the purine it should be contain adenine, so G for guanine, and pyrimidine will be a cytosine and the thymine. So these the 4 step will be called it as a nitrogen base. It should be a nitrogen base. So it should be having parallel bonding. So A, adenine and the thymine, it should be having a double bond, and the cytosine and the guanine having a triple bond. So we know that it should be having a spindle-like structure. It should be like a spring. If the spring have been stretched over, what happen if you have released it, it get it to be a normal. That means the shape have been differentiated. So but in this step, here it will be having a hydrogen bond. Because of this hydrogen bond only, the DNA will be in a stable position. Okay, and next one we have C, nucleoside. Okay, nucleoside is nothing else. The combination of nucleoside means the guanine and adenine. We already know that, no, adenine and cytosine, adenine and thymine, guanine and cytosine. So these are the nucleoside. Now we have C, in this DNA structure we will be having a nucleotide. Nucleotide is a combination of nitrogen base. So nucleoside is otherwise called it as a nitrogen base. Now we have to draw the structure of nucleotide. So nucleotide is nothing else, nitrogen base plus the combination of nitrogen base plus sugar. It is a sugar. So nitrogen base plus sugar. Okay, and next it is the combination of sugar as well as the phosphate. Okay, this is the whole structure of nucleotide. So nucleotide is in the DNA is nothing else. It is the combination of nitrogen base plus sugar. That means nitrogen base. You all know that nitrogen base is nothing else. A double bond T, G triple bond C. Nitrogen base plus sugar plus phosphate. So these are the nucleotide. Okay, in this chapter the expected questions are, first, define heredity, and next, how will you define the sex determination by using a chromosome, types of chromosome based on the centromeres, and detailed explanation of structure of DNA. Thank you.